But you all quickly make your way from the scene of the crime, heading southward.
Artoria will ask somebody nearby where the nearest tavern is, like after they get away from the block of people that are terrified.
You ask. Okay, you put your hood up and you bring your collar up further to not show your neck line. You pass by a bunch of dwarves because you're now getting very used to communicating with dwarves, and you feel like that's a safe bet. And you reach out and you ask where the nearest tavern is, and they all point in different directions. And then begin bickering.
Many, huh?
There's about 5 of them. They all point in a different direction, and then all start arguing amongst themselves at which one is the better tavern.
Rather than arbitrarily which you think is the best, which has the widest variety?
They all point in 5 different directions.
Ask them where the nearest one
2 of
is.
them, however, happen to be pointed in the same general direction.
Which is the nearest one to the south?
They all point in the same direction.
Excellent. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
4 of them go, but that one's shite. And the 5th one goes, fuck you.
I like dwarves. They can drink.
That they can.
Mm-hmm.
I am starting to think that we might need to get you an intervention.
I would say the same to you.
Mm.
Moving one's head from the dirt is quite hard sometimes.
As you approach and you follow the directions that the dwarves give you, you do see a
Wait,
tavern.
no. Rustin was driving towards the
Yeah, you're going in the same general direction. There's 4 main streets, and they all
okay, gotcha. Okay.
The town is basically made like a cross, so it crosses here.
Gotcha.
So you have those 4 main streets. And as you're driving down, you do see a tavern along the main road. Called Gate to South Tavern.
I can see the owner is quite the creative and artistic type.
And as you're walking towards it and in its general direction, you watch as a humanoid elephant steps out of it.
Are they very uncommon on this continent?
Yes.
Probably
You've
most
never
of our
seen this.
Okay.
All of you have never seen this.
What, Prue?
Prue, you've seen 3 of these kind of people.
Doesn't mean she knows what they're called.
Oh, you know.
Loxodon.
That's a Loxodon.
Yeah.
It be big.
They're so cute.
What about that one?
Oh.
No, not unless explicitly stated. Unfortunately for you, Vistara, nothing in this town can be hunted.
Except villainous villain sorts, but that's a different sort of hunting.
And they will be marked for a hunt.
Vishara's just going to start heading into the building. Moonshadow in tow.
We really need to have an intervention with him.
Perhaps just an enlightening.
He puts even sailors to shame with his drinking.
What is the point of being in
I'm not
people's
talking
heads?
about the drinking. The drinking is actually perfectly fine and normal. I'm talking about the everything else.
He comes
Yes,
out
I was
5 minutes
trying not to
later.
think.
He has a few bottles sticking out of his pack. So, Where to next?
That
Right.
was impressively fast.
Were we staying here or were we leaving?
We still need to go to the office.
Yes.
Also, it is getting dark. Well, it will be in a few hours.
Yes, let's hurry along. Out of character question. Do most southern cities require a passport?
You know that because you've done this trek a couple of times. You know that just to get into Corvash, requires you to have a passport if you're coming from the north. And they're not passports as in like little books. They're essentially like writs of passage.
Gotcha. Okay, so
Just saying
I was
you're
coming from
allowed to
south,
be
so I
there.
wouldn't have one yet.
Mm-hmm. They basically, and you've seen these, Prue, and you, Russell. They're basically pieces of paper that state your name, why you're here, what you're doing, how long you intend to stay. If you have anything, like if you're a merchant, what you're bringing into Corethan.
Gotcha. Thank you.
So out of character, basically, we should probably say like we're just like literally just tell the truth. Essentially, there's like no reason otherwise. But Prue, I don't know if she could just like hide in the mansion if it's still going.
You couldn't put the mansion on the cart; it's too small to house the mansion door.
We need to get a wagon.
We've had this discussion. You can't put the mansion door on the wagon.
The wagon's bigger.
Wagon's smaller.
No, it goes cart, wagon, carriage.
Carriage is way bigger than.
You have a carriage.
Oh, we have a carriage. Fuck.
I mixed up the order then too. Oops.
You have the biggest thing you can have.
Oh, I thought we had the smallest.
You're
He
fired.
We went
I mean-
over this at the beginning of the episode.
All right, well then we need a second one, and we need to duct tape. Medieval equivalent of duct tape them together.
Either that or oh Martin, can you make me blue
Yes,
like
love?
you?
I can.
Oh yes.
Just well, might make things a little bit easier. She also did not have the robot arms when she came through here, so she's not worried about that. It's the scars and the pink.
Follow me. He very nonchalantly just walks into an alleyway.
We'll follow right behind.
He casts seeming on you.
Ooh,
What is it?
Seeming.
She seems like someone else now.
And makes you blue.
Abadi abadai.
You are suddenly a dark blue tiefling. Same horns, same general body structure, but dark blue, no scars. The arms are about the same. They are just a darker color to match your skin.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as anyone is aware that can't see through illusion, you are a different person.
Ooh. Thank you.
Well, that's definitely not a warning.
Smooch. A warning?
Welcome to the party, Chastity.
And she will bow.
I am not going to get over that name. That is absolutely a stripper in Korvash.
Concern intensifies.
So long as you just don't admit that you know this stripper personally, then we're good.
Strippers
No, there
pick their
isn't anything
names.
wrong.
Tieflings, unfortunately, get stuck with them.
Yes, that is
What
true.
exactly is a stripper?
Oh dear. Oh, we are going to have fun in Corvash.
I don't know what this is
Face
either.
palm times 4 combo.
Again,
all
I
hear.
think
Girl, you have your own hands for that.
no, no, no. You don't understand. Gregor's doing the quad face palm, take his own hands, and Artoria's hands and face palming with all four.
What about the mage hand? Make it 5.
Yes.
Oh dear. We are working with some people that are not prepared for what they're getting into. This will be fun.
Like I said, intervention for some of these folk.
Oh, this is
Ishtar
going to be a
is
hell of
drinking
an
a bottle
intervention.
as he's riding down.
I take a deep breath and I kind of like fiddle with the gold band on my horn.
Oh dear. Okay, the casino is going to be a time, and I'm hoping we stay there a few days to experience it.
Well, I
I-
imagine it will take some time for our ship. Oh wait, no, Corvash. Unless we forget our ship in Corvash.
To be fair, both places are massive harbors. And you could probably order from Corvash and have it prepared in Britain.
Well, if we don't have to go all the way down to Corathin.
You'll probably have to go all the way down to Corathin to pick it up, and also to get a crew, because I think none of you know how to sail. Except for one.
Yes, because Artoria points at Russell and like, he is very proud of his ability to.
Chastity, quote unquote,
Yeah,
pouts.
Russin would have like raised a finger and then heard Martin say, and one would just like slowly crit like, yes.
Also, I have a strange feeling that you will want to pick out the cannons by hand, Chastity.
That's something we'll get to decide?
Have you never bought? Okay, no, you haven't. That's right. This is new to you. You have to actually pick out things for your ship.
Are you saying you've gone through this experience yourself?
Yes. How do you think I got?
I don't
Here.
think we have the time to wait for a ship to be built.
Unless you just mean outfitted?
That.
Okay. Because I
I mean, to be fair, they come as frames, and then they are built to specification. They are already mostly made. The shell of a ship is made. Then they talk to you about rooms, cargo, holds, weapons.
Just feels like a long time to me.
Yeah,
And they've been waiting.
But
just about the week.
doesn't.
Can you keep me blue for that long?
I can keep you blue for 8 hours at a time.
I imagine that'll do the trick.
Just a single spell. You don't need to continually cast it all day, just first thing in the morning.
But that means I'm gonna have to pay attention to time.
Does your watch like also work like a watch, or does it only turn into the tower?
I pull out a pocket watch and display it.
Convenient.
I will know about when magic's about to run out. That, and if we are lucky, we can find a... And then he looks at Arcs and shuts his mouth. Never mind. We do not want one of those.
Find a what?
Your kind is unique in what can be made from them.
I'm
What?
not sure that I understand.
There are natural sources of illusion magic.
Give me a moment. What would you call that? Would you call that an arcana?
Yes.
Okay. He put two and two together.
You've heard of items that allow the wearers to take on the abilities of changelings because they're made of changelings.
Oh no.
Hmm.
He put two and two together. No. Alright. So,
Not all of them are made that way. Many are not, but some are.
so long as they had a fair chance at the
Really? I cannot say that
nature-
I've ever made one.
Hmm.
I know they exist.
I draw the line at using people parts.
As do
Likewise.
I. Well, this was awkward, and I believe this is our stop. And he points forward, and you see, it's not necessarily a building. It's more of like a small shack with a large opening as a window, and you see two people sitting in front of it, or in it rather.
Sorry, is this like a drive upable thing, or are we hopping out the cart to walk up to
I mean,
them?
it's technically drive upable, but like you're setting up from where you sit on the cart, you'll be above it, above like the counter.
Oh yeah, Rosen's gonna hop down.
So
already
you
big.
can and be a dick.
Yeah, I know you're gonna do that.
Hello
like
there,
the-
peasant below me.
It's like the dude that goes to the drive-thru at McDonald's, but has his 18-inch lifted truck, so he's way above the window.
My sister and my brother-in-law have a saying for those type of people, but I'm not sure if I should say it.
They have tiny
We've
penises.
said worse.
No, Artoria got it. I'm sorry about your penis.
On this stream in particular, we've said way worse.
What?
So you all hop out and you head towards the window. And you see a dwarf and an elf.
Hello both. We're here to pick up passports going south.
Aye? Yes, I will help you with that. Well, one of you. He can help the other. And you slowly, all of you, start to go through the process of paperwork. Oh, how fun.
Do I have to like pull my hood down so my picture's taken?
No, there's no pictures, but they ask you names, reasons for traveling south,
Okay.
any illicit cargo, and then stare at your cart with all of the
No.
bones sticking out of it.
The large bones, they couldn't possibly be from people. It's fine. It really does not say that. But
Nobody can see the. Like I was to say, we have the Monster Hunters cards, but
Yeah.
nobody could see what
Actually,
they are.
as you present those, they take them, look them over, and go, ah. okay.
Prudence does not
I
give
see.
hers. By the way.
I assumed
Yeah.
it was like Artoria.
Yeah.
yeah, Artoria definitely would have been like
Or
if they
Andorus.
sketchily looked over at the carts like ah, she would have been like, oh, we're Monster Hunters.
Ah, I see. Okay, that's fine. And she marks down on all of your paperwork the little box that she checks.
Oh right, there's the thing in this town.
Yes, there is.
Oh fuck.
So
Hey, get
maybe
that
the rest of
thing.
you can see the cards soon.
Yeah, I'm real hoping.
Nah, we're gonna just get
Russell, you've just been with them for weeks, and every time they just blank, you're just disappointed.
Like, oh yeah, that's a cool nothing.
They all seem so excited about it every time they pull it out too, and you just can't fucking see it.
Oh man.
I can't see it.
It takes a solid 40 or so minutes to get through all of this. 40
Actually, not too bad.
painstaking minutes at the DMV.
40 minutes
Short
at the
trip.
DMV around here is actually like a godsend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we stay for like 3 hours if we're lucky.
Yep.
I go to the DMV once a year, and it's the worst day of my life.
Yeah.
I do my car registration online.
I'm very thankful. In my little town of, there's a little like semi DMV place where it takes no time at all.
Oh god, I just realized I'm moving, so I'm going to have to go to the DMV to change my address.
Oh,
no.
Wah, wah.
Good luck.
Oof.
I
You're
think
gonna
you can
you're
do
gonna
that
change
online.
it to the wrong place 3 times in a row.
Yes, and have the wrong form, even though you asked the woman behind the or behind the counter which form it is, and you made sure of it, and now it's wrong.
Every time.
I want to say you can change your address online.
That would be a
There's
godsend.
like you could do it. I didn't have to go anywhere to change my address.
Yeah, I didn't have
I
to
don't
change
remember
it. Go
how I
anywhere.
did it, but I didn't have to go anywhere to do it.
I changed mine online.
I pray and hope, because I'll be in Texas, and I want to go to a Texas DMV.
Oh lord.
Godspeed.
That's a lot of hats. That's a lot of hats.
Cowboy boots.
You just gotta stack 3 hats on top of each other on your head. Assert dominance.
Just stack 3 hats and just T-pose your way to the DMV.
Just wear some Heelys, get some momentum up, go through the doors, T-posing with 3 hats.
Or you get those like really, really long hats like Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dinsdale Dimmadome.
Oh my god.
Yo, Dimmadome.
No, you
Ah,
need
I'm
to have a boombox on your back and just blast that remix song of it.
Wait, there's a
Yo,
remix.
Dimmadome.
We have the attention spans of newts.
Yes.
This is the ND. Welcome to it.
You posted
Fair.
the wrong Dimmadome.
So
So you all managed to get your writs of passage settled and squared away. Prudence, yours says chastity.
mhm.
You're happy with it. Martin looks over at yours and goes, that's fucking ridiculous.
Arcs is literally just says Arcs.
Mhm.
No surname attached to it or anything.
Yeah, same with Vishtara.
Same with Artoria.
Same with Gregor.
You're not special.
You people have last names. Do not have a family.
Hers.
I mean, Russell
Yeah.
had to take his.
Not really.
By the 4th one, they're like looking at all of you like, really?
I forgot to give it my character a last name.
Maybe one day she'll remember her last name. Or
I'm
anything
from the
about her family at all.
woods.
Shit, man.
Artoria has an excuse.
Rhaegar's excuse is the person that's controlling his character is a buffoon.
Gregor breaks the fourth wall.
So you all have your paperwork. Say goodbye to the nice people at the MV and head back to wherever you'll be staying for the evening. I actually think that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh wow,
Because
it's
we are
11.
missing a member, and it's also 11.
Oh,
Fair enough.
so
Damn.
fast.
So I will call it there for the evening,
Okay.
to be picked up in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Cool.
Good
Yeah.
night, internet.
Good night,
night,
Internet.
Night.
Farewell.
Good night.